This is really interesting. It says Carl.
What in the world is that? I mean, they've never seen anything like it. Hey, it's Jason from Denwerks. Got a cool little car here, 1984 Volkswagen Rabbit GTI. Pretty nice little car. You can see Stanley, if you watch our video, you can see he's moving a little slow. He had a couple surgeries here lately. He's only 3. Now he's like he's an old man or something. So he's just recovering. So I just wanted to walk around this a little bit. It has been repainted. I used to love these cars back in the 80s. I had a friend that actually had one, and I just loved it. I thought it was just a cool car. It's got 253,000 miles. You wouldn't know by looking at it. It's actually really clean, not rusty, and someone's cared for it for a lot of years. Clean Carfax as well, and it's actually really straight when you look at it down the sides. So factory black, just a neat car for sure. The next car I liked was the Scirocco. A friend of mine had one of those in high school. I graduated in '88 and his parents bought him one. Couldn't believe it. I had a 72 Ranchero with wood paneling, and but I actually like those cars now too. I didn't like it at the time though, but anyways, we'll just walk around it here in general. Like I said, it's been repainted before, but overall it looks pretty good. You will see kind of a little bit of a, I couldn't get a good photo of it, a little bit of a raise in the hood right here. Hopefully you can see that. It's just kind of a little wave. I don't know if someone put a tool or something on there, or maybe the air cleaner or something like that, but you can just see kind of a little raise right there. But overall, paint looks good. If you look down the side, it's straight. You'll see a few little imperfections in general, but nothing major. Original wheels. Tires were put on in 2019, right there, 3019. So if you see 4 digits on a DOT number, the last 2 digits are the year. If you only see 3 numbers, that would be like 1999 or something. Little curb rash on the edge of this wheel. I'll show you them all. These look pretty good here on this side. Just looking for little imperfections and stuff in general. No rust bubbles down here along the bottom. I'm gonna put it on my lift. A couple little chips right there. I'll put it on my lift so you can see it underneath. Sunroof works. Roof gutters are actually really clean. You know, if you have a car that you want to sell and you need a little help, you don't mind showing the goods and the bads, we would surely be glad to help you. You can look up Denwerks, DENWERKS.com, and you can look us up on Instagram, Facebook, and we'd be glad to help. So this is our probably this will be 231 on Bring a Trailer. So when it is, actually no, I lied, this is 228 on Bring a Trailer. So nice little car overall. So we'll just walk around here. You can see a little, I was out driving it, little dust right there, but overall it looks nice. I'll show you the lights and everything. You can see one little crack right there in that lens. You look down this side, again, real straight overall. Just look down the side here. You'll see a couple little tiny fish eyes, nothing real bad, but you'll see a couple little spots. You can see a couple little right there in the paint over here in the shade, but the paint actually looks pretty nice. You'd have to look really close to pick out a lot of things. A couple little nicks right there. Probably had a tire chain on it, I'm guessing, because that's the only one that has it. Maybe it came loose and just hit it right there. Oh, I forgot to show you the wheels around the lip. It looks good on that one. This one here has a little bit of curb rash on it, and then I'll show you this other side real fast too. This one actually looks pretty good. So pretty nice for original wheels overall. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the interior underneath the hood up on the lift, and we'll drive it around a little bit. So thanks for looking. Helps if I know how to turn the, I didn't know how to turn the volume down. That's funny. Anyways, we're out driving the little GTI around. You can see on the instrument cluster we got speedometers working. The tach isn't working. You can see the other gauges are working there. Got blinkers. See that oxygen sensor light on. Did you do the other blinker on the other side? No, they're on the same one. And then bright lights. That other gauge over there, you can see the gas gauge works. Hazard lights are working. Also, you can hear, hopefully you can hear that, you can hear the fan. It's on, but the AC isn't working. So, really fun car to drive. Honk the horn there. Horn works. So, it's actually pretty peppy overall. We're going to go ahead and lay on the brakes. Not a lot of wheel shake or anything like that. Actually stopped pretty nice and straight overall. So, and also these gauges down here, you can see it's got a clock that's not working. And I don't think that voltmeter works. I don't think any of those are working. Honestly, I mean, maybe this one here is, but I know the temperature is up there and everything. So, anyways, we'll go ahead and show you some more stuff. Hey, we're gonna take a look underneath the hood real fast here. Little lever underneath the dash. And then right here, there's a little, there we go. Lift that up, little lever right there. And then it's got a prop rod, do the one hand thing here. So underneath the hood is actually really clean in general, especially for the miles. Car runs pretty good. You could probably fly in and drive it home, no problem. It's got a lot of pep. You can see here the inner aprons. The other thing I want to look in here, see the inner aprons aren't hit or anything like that. No damage, not all rusty or anything like that. It's actually pretty clean underneath here. No accident damage up here. All the original stickers. AC is not working. There is an oxygen sensor light on. I haven't even messed with it. And then also all your catalyst stickers and all that stuff's up here. I don't know if anyone knows anything about that company. Tektronix Tuning, TT. So you'll see all these pictures on the auction. So oxygen sensor light, I mean, I remember back in the 80s, I never could figure out how to make those work in general. So you can't, you know, now you can go to the auto parts store, but they can't look up the old cars. So what else? Oh, AC is not blowing cold. Everything's seems like it's hooked up and stuff. So, and we haven't done a lot of maintenance to it. Just changed the oil, checked the fluids. Water looks good, and just not a lot of maintenance that we've had to do to this car in general. So you may want to do some of those things as you drive it and enjoy it. So we'll go ahead and fire it up real fast. It actually runs pretty good. Usually likes to warm up just a little bit, but overall it's pretty smooth running little car. Go ahead and rev it up a little bit. So pretty smooth running little car. We'll go back here. The car's very, very peppy. Actually, it's actually really fun to drive. We'll go ahead and rev it up down here. It doesn't blow any smoke. You know, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you the lights. Here we got tail lights, and we got brakes, blinker, blinker, reverse, and I believe our license plate lights are both working. Hey, I haven't even tried this, but see if that turns on. I don't even know how to do it. See if that wiper front one's on. There's the back one, and actually it even squirted a little water, so that one's working. And we'll go ahead show the front ones. They work. And then just for looks here, I'll shut the hood, and I don't have the hood all the way down. Oh, there we go. And we'll go ahead and show you the lights. We got blinkers left and right, and marker lights are on, headlights are on now, and then do the bright, yeah, bright, and regular lights are on. So anyways, everything's working there, and should have showed you when I was back here, I forgot. Marker lights work back here as well. So we'll go ahead and show you some more stuff. Hey, gonna go ahead and show you the interior real fast. It's actually in pretty good condition for the age. I mean, 1984, and the miles on it. Door panels look nice. Dash pad. Overall, you know, from the distance here, it looks good, but you'll start noticing little things here and there as you look closer. One of the first things you're going to notice is the seat. You can see around here it's actually a different material than the other side. See that? And like the back. So either it came out of another car. Obviously the seat came out of another car. This is actually a passenger seat, first of all. But it lifts the same, but obviously you can tell there's not a lever here, but someone must have put different material here, got as close as they could, because you know, it was really hard to find that kind of material. You can actually get the inserts now at SMS Fabrics. They're reproducing it and have some NOS, but I don't know if you can get the outside yet or not. But that was one thing I noticed. The headrest is the same, and one thing you'll notice too, that one has these little rubber pieces on there. This one doesn't. I don't think those are factory. I think that's an add-on. When you take those off, they actually say made in Japan. So I don't think that in Germany they would have used Japanese parts, but maybe, you never know. And on the dash pad, you can see right there, it's got a crack there where the speaker hole is. Little tiny warpage across the front. Pretty typical right there by the glove box. Steering wheel looks good. Little nick right there at the top. But the gauges, everything looks good. We'll take it out for a drive, show you different stuff in general. Carpets look nice underneath. Door jambs, very good. These are original paint on the door jambs. Interior doesn't smell like smoke or anything like that. I smell a little bit of a musty. Not bad, but just a little tiny bit. You can see the headliner is in great shape. Actually really nice. And you can see here the sunroof works as well. You can see up here the channel. Little surface rust right there, but not a big deal. The rest of it looks really nice. Door panels are in good shape, but you're obviously going to see some wear. You can see some little cracks right there, right here. But overall, very serviceable and looks good. We'll take a look at the back seat. Back seat is very nice. One thing you'll notice on the back seat though, which is typical, even my little Saab 900 had that. You can see these little wear marks on top, probably from the sun coming in. We'll take a look at the other side here for you real fast. Got bad allergies, so sorry I'm sniffling. It's grass season out here. The guy's mowing his grass across there, but we have a lot of farms. You can see a little crack right there, a little split as well. You know, different little chips, and you know, this stuff starts aging quite a bit, especially like right here. These I think have been repainted, but this door panel looks the same. A couple little cracks here in general, so in a little split right here. So this seat here, you'll see a little bit of wear, and this is starting to deteriorate a little bit too. Back of the seat looks good. One little cut right there, but overall nice interior. Jams look good. You know, no issues in there. The nice thing about the car is this car is so solid, and it's not rusty, hasn't been hit, and I think pretty much it's been cared for its whole life. So you know, it's 1984, so a lot of years have passed, you know, 10, 20, 30, you know, it's 35 years old, 36 years old, so total classic now. We'll take a look at the trunk area. I did get a new strut for this, and you can hear it kind of making a little noise there, and it kind of gets stuck, but it does go down. It gets stuck at the top, but it will stay up. You'll see here it's not rusty across the bottom. We got a strut for it, but it was the wrong one, so we're kind of on a search for one. So you may get one, you may not. So we haven't given up hope. Down here is the, I'll take pictures of the spare tire area. It actually looks in good shape. I won't take the tire out right now. A little surface rust you can see right there, but it's not rusty in that area. So we took pictures with the tire out for you. And then when you lower this down, you gotta pull it back up. You gotta kind of pull it up at the same time you're shutting. There we go. And then that way, well, sorry, my camera's acting weird. Hold on. Well, my camera's died for a minute, so let's try that again. So I'm going to pull that here. Now I'm just kind of holding my camera, and then I'll let that down. There we go. So sorry for the camera misfunction, but that's the way it goes sometimes. So anyways, hopefully that helps you in general with the interior. Just gives you a kind of a different look of it in general, and it helps you out. So anyways, we'll show you some more stuff. Hey, we're going to take a look at the GTI underneath. You're going to see all the still photos and everything, but we like to do a little video as well, just to show you different things. You'll find out it's pretty clean overall with the miles in general. So we'll just start here to the front to the back. Really no surprises that I've noticed or anything like that. Tire wear looks good. Haven't seen any weird wear or anything like that. It did get a new steering rack in it previous to us getting it. That happened in like 2015. Axle boots look good. We haven't really done any service work to it in general. I'm just looking at the boots there. And we checked brakes and all the fluids and all that looks good. You'll see typical oil residue. Nothing's really hitting the floor or anything like that, but you'll see some just normal seepage in general. I'm kind of suspecting maybe the oil pan right here is the culprit. You can see a lot of a little bit more seepage there, but like I say, it's not really hitting the floor or anything like that. You know, with the miles on it, you know, I don't think the engine's been rebuilt or anything like that. So if you look up in here, this all looks good. Not any front end damage or anything. Everything looks good. Up in the shocks, I mean in the struts, not rusty. Up in there, actually everything looks pretty clean. You can see it comes down here. The inner apron area and frame rail all looks good as well. We'll take a look up inside there. Hopefully you can see that. You know, the car's been in Washington, and if you look at the Carfax, Washington and Oregon most of its life, so we don't really salt the roads or anything up here. So that probably saved that car. You can see the rockers are clean, not rusty. You'll see here someone didn't put the jack. There's actually a jack mount where I've got it. Looks like they raised the jack there and dented this in just a little bit. You'll see it the same on this side. They put it here and bent it up. They probably did it more than once. But the rest of the rocker in general looks good overall. So floors look good. You can see this frame rail here has been dented in a little bit. They all have an arch. You can see this has been dented. Maybe they went over a curb or something too as well, now that I'm looking at that more. So take a look at the rest of the floors. Look good. Exhaust seems like it's in good shape overall. You can see the muffler's twisted just a little over, probably the way they installed it. You can see the frame rail back here isn't rusty and looks good. Back here, no rust either. Take a look at this side. Yeah, a little harder to see over here, but you can see the frame rail all looks good. I mean, no signs of any accidents or anything like that. I haven't seen any crinkle marks or anything strange on it in general. You can see the paint's a little bit dry underneath here, but obviously you never see it. You can see they put a little seal. Well, I don't know if that's sealer or just been wiped off. Yeah, that looks factory actually. Spare tire area looks good. So anyways, hopefully that gives you a good look. Just taking a look here on the back. Hopefully it gives you a good look in general. If you got questions, just call me. If you want to send someone over, take a peek at it before you bid. We would love to show it to you. Nice little GTI. I've always loved these. So it is no reserve. Top bid's going to get it. Nice little car overall. So have fun. Adios.